Hello everyone, I am Rohini Desai. I am an assistant professor at Vidyalanka School of Information Technology. In the previous video, I have completed few sections of DML statements in DBMS and continuing here with the same. Now, last time I have executed create table statement and select statement. What this create table statement will do is it will help me to create a table. So here I have created a table named employee. This employee table will contain columns. Columns are nothing but employee ID with a data type integer. Similarly, column name ename with data type varchar, job with varchar, hire date with date as a data type, salary with integer. Now similarly, next step is to insert the details into your table. How to insert? For insert insert the data into table, I need to write insert statement. So insert into employee. I have already explained the syntax in the previous video. So I will again tell you, insert into, this is table name. Then you have to write values. This is a syntax how I need to specify the details. Next step is I need to insert the details. Now first, value means what? Value means specify the value for a particular column. So first column is employee, EMP ID. EMP ID is of type integer. So I need to enter integer value. Second is ename. Ename is nothing but a character value or varchar. So you need to specify under single quotes. Suppose I give name as next is job. I need to insert job again, that is a varchar, into a single quote, that is developer. Again, next hire date. You need to insert date in particular format. For Oracle, the format is DDMONYY. So that also need to be specified in a single quote. 12 June. If I say 1990, so this is how I need to insert a date into my column. Next is salary. Salary is integer, so I can give a number to insert the details into a salary column. Now, if I want to execute, I need to select this particular statement, and if I click on run, it will give me the output. Now you can see the result is one row is inserted. For example, suppose if I forgot to write this particular word, that is values. So what happened if I again try to insert this? It will give me an error. What is that error? Error is missing select keyword. So it is mandatory to insert, or it is mandatory to follow syntax while writing a query in a SQL. So please remember, follow syntax while writing each and every query in SQL. Now next statement is update statement. If I want to update any detail in my particular table, before that what I will do is I will just insert more 4 to 5 statements into my table, and then we will try to update it. Similarly, what I will do is I will just copy this and I will just try to update the same. I'll just change the values in this particular insert. Now, it is mandatory to change the values. So what I will do is, if I write Shloka, she is belonging to HR. If I write 22 April 1890, salary is 50,000. So this is how I need to update my details. I'm just updating the details so that okay. Now the last insert is again, suppose if I keep her as developer, 21 April, change the year is 80, and salary is, sorry, I have just updated the details. Now I need to insert this. So while inserting, you need to execute by selecting each statement and clicking on run. So you can see one row is inserted. Similarly, if I select another statement, if I click on run, it will insert into my table. Similarly for the next one, if I select this and if I click on run, it will insert my details into my table. Now, how I will check whether my details are inserted into my table or not? For that, I have already explained you, we are using select statement. So the select star from employee will help me to display the table. So if I write star means it will display all the columns which are present in your table. So if I click on run, so you can see my table is displayed. So I have displayed total how many values? Total 4 values. Accordingly, you can see date is inserted, hire date, there is a format DDMONYY. Then e-name is what? Varchar. Job is again varchar. Salary is integer. EMPID is integer. So this is how I have inserted the data into my table. Now next step is to update the data. If I want to update, I have already explained the update query in the previous video. Similarly, if I suppose I want to update salary of Rohini to 80,000. What I will do? I'll write a proper query to update the details. Update. I need to specify the table name. I need to set the value of what? I need to set the value of salary as 70,000, where I need to specify the condition because I need to update for Rohini. So what is the employee ID? You can select anything like whichever is unique, select that. So I can select employee ID. So I'll write EMP ID is equal to 3. So if I select this, update employee set salary is equal to 70,000 where EMP ID is equal to 3. So this particular statement will run or not. Please check. I'll just click on run. Is it executed? Yes. Means this is giving me what? This is giving me updation of salary whose employee ID is 3. Again I will check by running this particular statement, select star from employee. If I again run this, you can see employee salary whose name is Rohini is changed to 70,000. Earlier it was 20,000. Okay, fine. Similarly, if I want to delete the details, if I want to delete the row of matching columns or matching details, so what I will do? I'll write delete, syntax for delete, delete from table name is employee, where condition. I just need to specify the condition. I'll write where EMP ID is equal to 4. If I want to delete whose employee ID is 4. So whatever matching details of employee ID 4 will get deleted. Other than employee ID, you can choose job, you can choose employee name, hire date, salary, whatever you want, you can select. But accordingly, your data is going to be deleted. Because if I select here as developer, 2 details will get deleted. So if I select this, if I click run, you can see 1 row is deleted. Similarly, if you want to again check the output, you can select star from employee, run this particular details, you can see 1 row is deleted. So this is how DML statements are working, and this is how we can get the output by running the queries on SQL, this Oracle browser. Thank you.